Hey people, I'm pretty sure there's nobody here because DJ Links is on, and so is Clip On Comics, and I think I saw one more channel that was on, but it's okay. I was bored. I didn't know what to do, and I usually talk to myself anyway, so might as well share the pain. If I can get people in the chat, well, even better. Maybe I'll get lucky and get someone to join me on the stream itself. So yeah, so it was a boring day. It started out okay, and then it rained, and then it stopped raining, and then it was humid, and then it was cloudy, and so it wasn't really. We're getting I think, the tail end of the super El Nino, or the beginning of the super El Nino, where we're gonna have a dry spells, but we're gonna have a lot of wet spells, and so I don't know. Yeah, so I'm ordering at the end of the month. I'm ordering Space Ghost issues 10, 11, and 12 of the volume 2. So I'm hoping that 12 is the last issue in the arc, unless they do a annual 2, which will be the last issue, because the last issue from volume 1 was annual 1. So that's basically issue 13. See, they're too superstitious. They don't want to call it issue 13, so they say annual 1 and annual. They call them annuals. So, okay, well. And I got a bunch of mini series that I have to read. I have Johnny Quest that I started. I'll have to start it again because I can't remember what I read. So I think it's a 5-issue mini series. I have a Draculina that's a 6-issue mini series that I can read. I have an Alien, which is a 4-issue miniseries, Black, White, and Blood. Alien, Black, White, and Blood, which is a 4-issue miniseries. I have that I can read. I've got a couple. So I got to get back to reading a little bit. I can't wait to be able to sit outside. When I sit outside, I'll just bring my Bluetooth speaker. I'll listen to music, probably the Alien soundtrack, and I'll read. I like to read with some music in the background, and I like movie music, movie soundtracks. So I'm trying to find as many soundtracks as I can. I wonder. I wonder. Let me check something. Nope. Oh, there we go. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't play it. Okay, well, that's okay. But it's there. So, hey, Robert. Okay, well, thanks for saying hi. Say goodnight to your baby Elizabeth for me. Yeah, so yeah, I got a plenty to read. So have to start as soon as I can sit outside. That's what I want to do. I want to sit outside. I want to have a soundtrack. I just found the Star Trek: The Motion Picture soundtrack, which is a good soundtrack. I like that one. I'm gonna check to see. I've got a couple more. I'm gonna try to find Aliens, the soundtrack, because that's James Horner. I like his soundtracks. The Wrath of Khan soundtrack was a good one too. Gonna try to find a couple of creepy ones. Those are the best when I'm reading, like Space Ghost or Alien, Draculina, actually. Gonna have to see if I can find a Vampirella mini series. If I can find like a 6-issue mini series that's just starting, I'll be able to start buying it, because I know at some point Space Ghost is gonna stop. Mind you, I could always go with Herculoids, because I think I have 4 issues, 4 or 5 issues, like number 1 through 4, or number 1 through 5. So I'll have to check to see where they're at and how many I've missed. And my hockey club is 1 win away. They play tomorrow night. Instead of playing at 7 or 7:30, they play at 8. And they haven't played on a Saturday night in Montreal for a playoff game in 11 years. This will be the first time in 11 years that they played on a Saturday night during the playoffs. And I don't know. We beat Tampa Bay, which was the hardest team to beat in the East. I don't want to jinx it, but I have good feelings for tomorrow against Buffalo. So I don't know. They have a way of surprising even me. I mean, last night we thought it was going to be one of those a shit show. 1-0 Buffalo. Montreal comes back and ties it. 2-1 Buffalo. Montreal comes back and ties it. 3-2 Buffalo. End of the first period. But at the end of the first period, Dovesh makes this awesome save against one of the top players, one of the top Buffalo players. I can't remember what his name. I think it's Thompson. I'm not sure. And he makes a great save. Period ends. Montreal, they tie it in the second period. And then in the third period, they just went nuts. 3 unanswered goals. Well, actually 4 unanswered goals, because when they tied it in the second period, that was 1 goal, and then 3 other goals. And yeah, so no, it was Montreal has a good chance. Especially they're playing in the Bell Center. There's going to be 22,000 people inside, another 5 or 7,000, maybe more outside. And if they win, the roof is going to explode off the Bell Center. I mean, the decibel level is going to be like 100 and it'll be right under the limit. I think 120 decibels is like the limit for the human ear. So it'll be right under that, because, and I like the start. when they do the flame thing. I can't wait to see which captain is gonna walk in carrying the torch, because we've seen Serge Savard, Kirk Muller, Guy Carbonneau. Yvan Cournoyer. What was Henri Richard a captain? I think so. If he was, he's probably next. So we had Serge Savard, Yvan Cournoyer, Guy Carbonneau, Kirk Muller, Sakou Koivu. We could have Sakou Koivu. Sakou Koivu. He came back from cancer treatment. He beat cancer. And he really beat it. I know he left during the season for cancer treatment. He came back, he was bald. He had no more hair. And people, like, there was a standing ovation that lasted close to 10 minutes. Oh, so we need, yeah, I so Sakou Koivu, Henri Richard, Maurice, his brother has passed, so he can't be there. Hey Jay, not much. Do you want the link? You want the link? Let me know. I'll put it in the chat. At least I won't be talking to myself. I was just bored, so and I don't care who shows up. So I'm just talking hockey. I'm talking comics. I'm talking movies. Hey, I don't care. I'll send you the link anyways. That's the minute there. I'll just copy the link. I'll put it in the chat. You want to try? You want to try to join? There's nobody in the chat except you anyway, so I'll just remove it afterwards. Yeah, so one game away. If you want to, hey, you can join if you, as long as you show your face. I want the camera has to be on. I don't like people showing up with the camera off. I mean, the camera has to be on. So if you want to join, the link is in the chat. So I know I have no chance of attracting that many people because DJ Links is on, Cliff on Comics is on, and I saw this other another channel that was on. So I mean, I got no freaking chance. So I don't mind. I usually I talk to myself anyway, so I might as well do it here. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I know. But they have a way. They have a way to cut for the comeback. Whoa, Jesus, hold on to your horses. 70 at a mile an hour plus. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, you better tie down the horses and tie down the chains that hold the horses. And yeah, but Montreal, they have they have a way to come back. Yeah, I know. I know it takes time, but I don't do enough regular videos. I have to discipline myself and do regular videos. That's my problem. It's being consistent and regular, which I don't do. I don't do very well. I get I get bored a lot. So, but my friend Tony is sending me some 3D prints. Hey, I've been at this for 7 years right now, so I didn't think it was that long, but it's 7 years. And I have a lot of videos. I have over 100 videos that I've done. It's just that lately I don't do any. And I don't buy that many comics. So I went on Kingdom of Nerds Bruce's channel tonight. I was hoping to win one of his big boxes because he's like these Jesus Christ, these boxes are like this thick. I mean, come on. There's a lot of books in those. So I said, if I win, I'll give it to Matt. And if he sees something that he thinks I'd like, because he has to send me, he's going to be sending me as soon as I send his books, I'm going to send them at the end of the month. Uh, he wanted Beta Ray Bill, the 5-issue miniseries. I had that. I have no interest. I think a horse as Thor is stupid. So I'll never read it. No, I think that's stupid. I don't want to see a movie with a horse as Thor. No, thank you. So, well, thank you, sir. Just make sure to like. It's fun to have likes and comment. If you can comment, comment. I all you have to do is say hello. I know I have over 100. I'm sure I have over 100, maybe even 150 videos. There's one that I thought I was ending it. I was in a really bad mood. I was in a really bad state when I did that video, but hey, everything turned around afterwards. You get to a low, and then all of a sudden, sometimes life, instead of throwing you a curveball, it's right above the plate, right in front of your bat, and you hit a home run. So, well, I thank you very much, mon ami. And us Frenchmen, we have to stick together. Huh? We have to stick together. Oh, and I've been watching The Boys, the final season, season 5. I just finished watching the episode 7. Ups and down, my friend. We all go. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I'm 67. I've gone through my share. So more than a lot of people. At 67, I've had more than my share. There's been a lot of water underneath that passed underneath the bridge. Yeah, so The Boys, there's only 8 episodes per season. So This is episode, I just watched episode 7. I don't know. They're gonna have to pack a lot of shit in episode 8 to like finish it, unless it's like an episode and a half. It's longer than normal because they're gonna have to pack a lot of shit in that. They've been killing off a lot of people though, so but that's not new. They kill a lot of people. They've been killing a lot of people. Everything that even in the beginning, when it started, they were killing people up and down and all around. And you'd start to get used to a certain character, and all of a sudden, whoop. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to be invested in someone else. But it's gonna take a while for me to find something that really caught my attention. Uh, uh, I haven't watched it actually. I haven't watched it. I seen it on the website I go to download my torrent. Sorry. But I will watch it as soon as it's available. I will watch it. Uh, any superhero movie, I'm all in, and I'm behind. I have a small tower. It's about, I don't know, 4 feet tall with 4 shelves. So, and I think it's like 10 or 11 Blu-rays per shelf. So that's 40, 50 something book Blu-rays that are all superhero. Every single one of them. Plus, I have the Batman trilogy, which is the like Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises. I have those three. I bought those from a friend of mine who was getting rid of a lot of his physical media. And I got a few more that I have no more room in that tower. It's full. I mean, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to either find one or build one, which I could probably do because building one is easy. Building one of those is really easy, so you don't need much to build one of those. Yeah, so Punisher mini movie, I'm gonna have to watch because as soon as it's available, I'll get it and I'll watch it. Actually, I should go check. Maybe it's on that streaming channel that I watch because I have a free streaming channel and all the hockey games I'm not paying for this time. At least I know I have a streaming channel for all the hockey games. Let's have a cigarette like us Frenchmen, huh? Here, child, do you want a cigarette? You have to learn at some time, at some point. Yeah, but Jay, 75-mile-an-hour winds? Jesus Christ. You have a metal shed in the backyard. It's probably gone by now. And if you have any of those parasols that you forgot open, it's gone. And probably and the table too, probably. Yeah, today here was weird. It was it started off sunny And then one would, I don't know. I don't know exactly where he lives. I know, I mean, 75 a mile an hour winds. That's like, come on, tie everything down because something's gonna give. Yeah, here it was weird today. It started out sunny, and then it rained, and then it was humid, and then it was cloudy. No wind, no nothing. No, no, it was like really weird today. Yeah, I can't wait to go outside and read. Sit outside with some books, put soundtrack on, my Bluetooth speaker and my phone, and hey, listen to some music while I read the books. Because I got plenty. I have um, Johnny Quest, a 5-issue miniseries. I have an 4-issue Alien miniseries. I have a 6-issue Draculina miniseries to read. I got a couple of trade paperbacks that I can read. For me, that's the greatest format there is. A trade paperback, greatest format. And I have only 6 of the 9 Preacher trade paperbacks. I'm gonna have to see if I can find the last 3 used. I don't care if the covers are crushed or whatever. I don't care about that. I just want to read the whole freaking thing. Hey, Carlito. Thanks for joining, my friend. Yeah, I don't care if they're crushed or whatever, there's a crease or what. I just want to read the damn thing. And I can't read it. I stopped at the 4th trade paperback because I realized that I was missing 3 and I couldn't find them anywhere in used condition because when I got those at the beginning, I got them as an A-OK. So, but I want to read it because I thought it was cool. Preacher was cool. Was a cool, but not a mini series. If you have 9 trade paperbacks that are about almost an inch thick each one, so well, half an inch. But still, there are 9 of them. I only have 6, so those I want to get because I want to read that. Maybe I'll reread Astonishing X-Men. I have an 2 omnibus. That's one of them. The other one is Infinity Gauntlet, which is that omnibus is the worst omnibus I ever saw. I don't have that many, but this one is like that's the way it's laid out. It's dumb. There's like 1,100 pages or something like that. I get to page 680 or some close to there. The end. So I said, okay, well, there's a second story then. So I start reading the next pages. So wait a minute, I've read this. I hadn't read this. It was they were tie-ins to the first 680 pages. But what the hell is this? Put the tie-ins where they're supposed to go in chronological order and don't put them at the end. That's stupid. That's poor placement. Come on, put them where they're supposed to go. You might okay, yeah, I read this, but no, you didn't read it. It's just that it's written in a way that it ties in to what you just read. Okay. And then so yeah, uh, that's my format of choice. To read, that's my format of choice. I don't mind if I bend the pages or whatever. I don't care about that. I don't touch my comic books. They're not my comic books. They're my goddaughter's comic books. She's gonna get the whole lot. She can do what the hell she wants. Hey, and if she can make enough money by selling them to pay for a trip to Disneyland or whatever, a cruise ship, whatever, well, hey, go for it. I don't have any kids. She's the closest thing I have to a little girl. Yeah, little girl. She's like 30 something. But I mean, she's the closest thing I have to a daughter. So, hey, she'll get those and she can do what the hell she wants. I know she's going to keep the Blu-rays because she's a fan of physical media. So I know she's going to keep the Blu-rays. Unless she's not into like superheroes, she might sell all those. I don't care. I'm going to be horizontal. Going in for extensive fire surgery. Oh, no, no, no. Most of the people in the comic book community are a lot younger than me, so I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to steer her in the right direction. Contact this guy on YouTube or this guy on IG, and he'll hook you up with the right people. Like I can set her up with Chris the Comic Vet, actual Dracula, Comic Ozzy, Rob Fatstacks, Matt Morgan, Brian LCS, Matt Spidey. There's so many of them. So give me a second. I need a drink. Yeah. So no, I have plenty of contacts. Oh yeah. I don't want to bust anybody's ears. Yes, we do have a good trusting community. If we could harness that energy, we could send people to Mars and back, and faster than we can at the moment. But we harness part of that energy when we do comics curing cancer. So yeah, and I'm getting a tattoo this year because I know they're gonna pass 60,000 easily. I'm sure of that easily. They have what? Last year they passed 60,000 after the fact, but still they still passed 60,000. So I know this year they're gonna do it before the end of the event. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, what I want to get is I want to get an alien egg here on my shoulder, like one that's open, and like the face hugger has escaped, has popped out. We don't know where it is, so but it's popped out, and it's just gonna be like the outline because no, I don't think I'll be able to last more than that. I faint when they draw blood at the hospital. So I'm not a good person around needles. I can't even watch a movie where they stick a needle in the arm. Nope, I can't even watch that. So got something in there. Yeah, I got something in there. Uh-huh. Okay. I can't even watch. I can't watch needles. So, like I said, it'll be an outline. It'll be, I don't know. Well, yeah, what is that? 2.5, 3 inches, an egg on my arm, which is probably where it'll hurt the less because there's more meat there than anywhere else. But it's fun. It's for a good cause. I'm exactly the same. First time drawing blood, I looked and almost passed out. So no, I don't look. Well, see, that's what I do. See, there's always two nurses, huh? So now I look at the nurse opposite where the needle is. Say, talk to me. You better talk to me. If you don't talk to me, I'm gonna pass out. And then you're gonna have to call and those fucking electric paddles and all this crap, and you're gonna have to resuscitate me, and my chest is gonna go. And no, so I don't want that shit because when I wake up, I'm gonna have to slap you because I hate electricity. An electrical shock, no, I don't like that. But my friend, oh my God, my friend Buck, it's a good thing he doesn't watch my channel because he'd be pissed off right now that I'm, uh, I'm revealing his vulnerability. Yeah, I mean, he was he was changing a light fixture one day, and I mean, this guy is so scared. You know when you rub your feet on a carpet and then you go like this and you touch someone and there's a little spark. Oh my God, he faints. He faints. Like, I mean, this guy, I cut myself and pouring blood, I'm okay, but needles, no mercy. That's okay. Me, it's the same thing. No, like, he's scared shitless of electricity. He closed the house breaker. I mean, that big fucker there. Okay. He's wearing rubber gloves. Okay. And he's changing the light fixture. The phone rings. He almost has a heart attack. He answers the phone. It's his wife. She's calling from work. Shit! I almost had a heart attack. I'm trying to change the goddamn light fixture. Okay, I can't talk, Chantal. I have to finish doing this. The breaker's off and everything. I'm wearing rubber gloves. I'll call you later when it's done. He hangs up. He goes back up. I call him. He almost has a heart attack again. He answers the damn phone. Hello. Hey, Buck, what the hell you doing? I'm trying to change the fucking light fixtures, and you and my wife are giving me heart attacks. I'll call you back when I'm done. No, don't bother calling. I'm gonna ride my bike and I'm gonna go see you. Fine. Don't knock, just come in. Okay. Like he's scared shitless of electricity. I mean, I've never seen anybody so scared of electricity like this guy. This guy is like, and um, I think it was a week ago. He was using his smoker. It's like a homemade smoker made out of one of those big oil tanks. And there was a plastic bucket behind the oil smoker that he didn't know was there. And it was against the oil smoker. And it started to melt. And then it caught fire. And he basically lost his backyard. Pretty much lost his backyard. And there was a cedar hedge in the back. I mean, we're talking 8, 9, maybe 10 feet tall. It's all gone. There's nothing there. He he basically has full access to his backyard neighbor's yard. Before he couldn't see the yard. Now he's like, oh yeah, well there's just this little fence that I can just jump over, and I'm in my neighbor's backyard. Oh yeah, I'll bore myself. I'll try to stay on. I'll do my best to stay on. I might shut the camera off because I have some wacky tobacco. I don't want to do that in front of the camera. So hey, no worries. I'll do my best to stay. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I'll close this for a while. I'm still here, so you don't have to worry. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, so my friend lost his backyard, and he lost a bunch of stuff. Like he had a shed in the back. Fire gutted that one, and inside everything he had in there. When I went, he had put everything out on the ground, the things that he could identify and say, well, this is a rototiller, this is a chainsaw, this is propane tank, this and all this. This is a barbecue, this is a bicycle. So all the things that he could identify. And then they get the insurance pays a little bit more because they know that there are other things, but like if it was made out of cloth or whatever, well, it's gone. Like I think he had hunting suits in there. And he had like hunting equipment, not firearms, but hunting equipment in there. So like sleeping bags, tents, and all that. So like he lost everything in his backyard, pretty much. And he had a boat and an outboard engine and a trailer. The boat was damaged. The engine is scrapped. The trailer has to be replaced too. So that's he's probably they're only giving him a certain amount, and he doesn't want a boat anymore. He wants a four-wheeler because he hunts, and a four-wheeler is a lot more practical when you're hunting than a boat. So, anyways, I feel for the guy because like his backyard is like, and they used to have a pond, okay, like it was a hole, and they filled that hole up with scrap, clean scrap, like wood, stuff like that that can deteriorate and go into the ground, and it's nutrients for the ground, and they covered that with a big honking ass deck. I mean, those I beams, wooden I beams that they made that are what about this high, It's like 1x3 on each end, and it's plywood or chipwood between. I mean, that stuff is like that's major construction. Well, he had what is it, 14 feet long. So I mean, nothing is gonna go through that. You could weigh 400 pounds and you can jump up and down all you want. He had one every 16-inch. So I mean, nothing's going through that. And it was a really nice deck, and he had a almost like a gazebo, but it was like open, and he had some kind of a carpet on top. It's like a leaf carpet. It's something that's made to go outside to cover like open air gazebos like that. So he got that, and I think that's scrapped. But I can't wait. I know when I go back, everything's gonna be cleaned up, and they're probably gonna build another shed. I hope they do. He's probably gonna move it. Maybe pay a little extra so it's big enough to store his four-wheeler. That way he gets a place to put its storage, but there's a place to store his four-wheeler. And he can take it out during the summer if he needs to reorganize inside. He just drives it out and parks it back in when he's done. Because I'm pretty sure that's what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna make it bigger, and there won't be a second like because of the roof was like this. So there was all this space, but it's more attic space. There's no place to crawl in. So instead of that, you go like this, but you can go wider. You don't go as high, but you go wider. And it's not as high, so you can climb up there to take the snow off. And if it's not that deep, you don't have to climb on top of the roof. All you have to do is take one of those buckets and you pick up the snow, you drop it, you pick up the snow and you drop it. And today I saw some video, I think it was Swaggle House. He talked about now they have comic book vending machines, and you can win, like you have a one in, I don't know what, to win a depending on which category you pay. Like you can get a $25 book, a $25 pack. I think it's like 3 comic books per bag, but you have a chance to win. Like in the case of a $25 pack, you can win a $50 comic book or $75 comic book. A $50 pack, you can win a $150 comic book. A $100 pack, you can win more, and $250, you can win even more. So I don't know, and these people, they have to fill those vending machines. So what they do is they go to local comic shops and they look at their wall books and they say, okay, I want this, I want this, I want this. Can you do like 90% of what you're asking? And most of the time, the vendors will say, yeah, sure, we can do that. So they'll pay, they'll buy like the 3 books. Okay. They'll advertise them as the grails that you can win that are worth the price that they were worth in the comic shop. But in the comic shop, the price can be inflated because when you look at recent sales, it does not always reflect what's in the comic shop. Because comic shop will sometimes will ask more to be able to say, well, okay, we sold it at fair market value. We negotiated, we went back and forth, and eventually we got to fair market value. But they still inflate the price, and so that the comic vendors that are supplying these machines, these vending machines, well, they can say it was 425 when we bought it. They didn't say that they paid 425, but when we bought it, it was retail 425. So they can, and then that's legal and it's true. So it's not a lie. So you can't take them to court about that false representation because they didn't false represent anything. But they buy up all the nice books to supply those machines. So at some point, Joe Blow, like you or me, who wants to buy a certain book, will have to take a chance in those damn machines because that's the only place you'll be able to get that book. So I don't know. Not too sure about that concept. It's a great concept if you want to make money because you're creating a niche. But it's not even a niche because people are gonna spend. It's gambling on a different level. It's that's what it is. It's gambling. You're gambling to maybe you'll get that book. It was the same thing with the blind bags. The blind bags, that's what it is. It's gambling. I bought one blind bag. I think it was actually I bought 2 Batman blind bags. I cut the cover from one of them with a pair of scissors, but it doesn't show from here, so I don't really care. Worst comes to worst, I'll send it to Will as a freebie. He can try to get it fixed if he wants to. Anyways, yeah. So I got those. I one of those, 2 of those. I got a monster blind bag. There's another one I got. I can't remember what it was. I got a Teenage Mutant in Ninja Turtle. Oh, it's because it came in a win from Rob Fatstacks. I got it from Rob Fatstacks, and it's a Virgin variant. I think it's a 1 in 25. So I'm giving it to my good buddy Jeff, Big Jeff. For him, it's something he collects. So I said, "Don't worry, it's yours." I have a bunch of books that I want to send out, but I'm gonna have money at the end of the month. Well, actually, the beginning of the month of June, we're getting credit from the federal government. Something to do with food prices. Can't remember what the name is. It replaces the GST. Sorry, the yeah, goods and service tax. Yeah, so tomorrow night, Montreal can end it. They have to start better. They always start the game on their heels, which is not good. They start the game on their heel, and it's not good. It's important to start strong. You attack, you put pressure on the D, you put bodies in front of the goalie. You put your big ass cheeks to block his view of the whole thing. And you get out of the way at the last second when that puck is coming towards you. You just move at the last second. You make sure that the last thing the goalie sees before he drops, it's the puck coming towards his mask. You'll just go, what? And it'll go right. So no. It'll go right in the space that he moved his head. So put pucks on the net. Get the puck out of the zone ASAP. Don't finagle. You don't need the perfect play. All you have to do is get it out of the zone. After that, they have to work at getting it back in the zone. So if you get it out of the zone, part of the problem is solved. It's like they say, one shift. You start with one shift, and then it's one period, and then it's a second period, and then it's the third. It's one period at a time. You never go more than one period. Control what you can. Don't try to control what you can't. There are things that are going to happen that they're not under your control. You have to react. That's all you can do. Hello, collector. Inventory. Hi, thanks for joining. Yeah, so they have these vending machines, comic book vending machines. And the vendors that are supplying these, they have to supply the comic books to go there, to go inside those things. And there are blind bags, like they collect, I think there's 3 comic books per bag or something like that. So they have like a $25 section, a $50 section, $100 section, $250 section in those things. And some have cards, trading cards, Pokemon and all those. I still don't understand those. I mean, I bought one because I wanted a mini slab. That's the only reason I bought one. It's a 6.0, it's an Iron Man. So I just bought one because I wanted a little mini slab because it looks like a slab. That's what it is, a slab, but it's a mini slab. So, and I got the keychain, which is a mini slab. They should make a slab that's the right size for an ash can, a medium-sized slab. I mean, you don't need that big. I mean, I have a couple of ash cans. This is a Predator, Alien versus Predators, I think. Yeah, Aliens versus Predators, the deadliest of species. And it's a flip cover. There's another cover on the other side. So, oh yeah, I have in about this thick in a short box worth of Alien books. I collect Alien, Space Ghost, Vampirella. I like the occasional foil. I like the occasional facsimile. I'd like to get a fac. I have to look for a facsimile, even if it's used, even if it's there are creases, whatever. I don't care. Um, One that's the first Batman. What is it? Detective Comics 27 or 24 or 27 or 24, one or the other. I'd like to get one of those, a facsimile. I have to look for a used one. And Tuesday, I'm going to have my clearance sale at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you want some nice books, I got some nice books. I've already sold some. Some people saw a value in the books, and I sold some books. So it's encouraging. So 5:30 Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. on my YouTube channel, I'll have a clearance sale. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll have some fun while we're at it. Because I have some nice books. I mean, maybe I'll show some a few. We'll see. Yeah, I'll grab a pile and I'll show a few. I'm in the works of getting rid of my collection. We'll see though. Okay. You see, I know a lot of people that are starting to get rid of their collections. Me, it's because that, like, when I started Space Ghost, the number one issue, at a certain point, was it 13? Yeah, I had 13 different covers for issue number one. And then Brian LCS had an Ashcan Space Ghost, and it's cover A, Matina. So I said, how much you want for it? I think I contacted him on AG. I said, okay, do you want to do a trade? He said, yeah, sure. I said, what if I sent you 2 books or 3 books in trade for your Afghan? Space Ghost Afghan. He said, yeah, sure, no problem. I'm getting old, brother. My comics ain't going anywhere, so may as well let someone else enjoy it eventually. Yeah, well, you see, I know I'm 67, so mine they're all going to my goddaughter. She can do what the hell she wants with them. I'd really like her to keep at least one Space Ghost. And my goal is to, before I pass, is to get a Space Ghost number one CGC graded. I don't care what the grade is, I don't give a shit. As long as it presents well and it's complete. The cover can be detached. There could be stains on the back cover. I don't give a shit. It's the front cover that needs to present well. If it presents well, it could be a 1 or 1.5. I don't care. But that one, I'd hope she would keep as a souvenir to remind her of me. And I'll make sure that she has. It doesn't exist on Blu-ray, but it exists on DVD. I'll buy the Space Ghost, the original Space Ghost cartoons that I watched as a kid on DVD for her to watch, and then she can hang my CGC slabbed Space Ghost number one, the gold key one, not the newer ones, the old ones. And I remember I missed out by one day. I was with my mom. I think we went to the hospital to visit someone or whatever. And then we crossed the street and there was this convenience store and they had a comic book rack. And while my mom was shopping, paying at the counter, I went to the comic book rack and there was a Space Ghost number one. And I didn't have any money. My mom was raising 6 kids on welfare. Yeah. See, my goddaughter would freak out for a Star Wars number one. Like I saw this an apron, a cooking apron for a chef's apron, and it's Darth Vader. It's his soup. So I'm getting this for my goddaughter. Fuck yeah. I mean, no. I mean, she's gonna love this. She's a chef. Well, she's a pastry chef. Like she makes these fucking amazing desserts there that are like, it's like you take a spoon, you pick it up, and there's nothing left. Those fancy schmancy that it's only one scoop, like one scoop of raisins in a box of Kellogg's Raisin Bran or something like that. There, well, no, it was two scoops of raisin in the box of Kellogg's Raisin Bran. But I want her to keep. If I have a Space Ghost #1, I want her to keep it, not sell it. Keep it. Pass it on. If you don't pass it on because you don't have any kids, pass it on to a collector who appreciates Space Ghost. Oh yeah, it's like if you're really old, a little dab will do ya. Brill cream. Yeah, a little dab will do ya. And they're great. Tony the Tiger. And can't get enough of them sugar crisps. I remember those freaking sugar crisps. They were sticky as hell, man. Well, you see, sorry, Dad. I'm gonna tell the story. I'm sorry, Dad. Me, my younger brother Paul, and my just older sister Francine. Huh? So where about are you? I'm here in Washington State, the town called Lake Bay. Well, I'm in a town called Buckingham, Quebec. Actually, it's Gatineau, Quebec now, but I still call it Buckingham, Quebec. It's a small town. It used to be a small town of about 15,000. So it's small. So everybody knows everybody. And when you're on a bike, you can pretty much get anywhere. So it's a very small town, and I have to go take pictures, and actually I have to shoot some video of the we have a walkway. We have a walkway. It's like a bike trail, and part of the bike trail, you go on this bridge that crosses the river. But that bridge used to be a slide for 4-foot logs that they would cut and transport to this place. And then there was water going down the slide. So they would put the logs in the water, and the water would carry the logs down all the way to Masson, where the pulp mill was located, and still is, by the way, if I'm not mistaken. And they would transform the wood into pulp, paper, whatever. So, but they transformed that slide into a bridge. So now you can go with your bike. And if you're going, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, if you're going that way, I mean, crossing the bridge to the west side, west side. If you're crossing the bridge that way, you do a couple of pedal shots and you stop because it's going downhill. Not much, but just enough that the couple of shots that you did is enough to get you all the way down. So you get down there, and then you have to. It's not condos. You can't really maneuver with a bike unless you're like maybe 20 years old, like an old fart like me. I get off the bike and I move the bike because it's going like this, and then you get up on top, and then you're on the other side. And then you come back, but this time you have to pedal all the way up because it's a little bit up. Just enough that you, as soon as you stop pedaling, you slow down. But it's nice. It's a really nice place to look. We have a nice little small town. I came back here. I left for 3 years, and I regret it every fucking month I was out. I was not here. I missed my town so much, and things changed. We have homeless now. We didn't have those before. When I left, we didn't have any, or they were really well hidden because I didn't know about any. So now we have a lot. So, but it's okay. I don't. I can't. I didn't even check what the weather is going to be tomorrow. Let me see if I can find out what we got tomorrow. 72 hours. Oops. Going to be 20 around noon. And then 21 at 4 o'clock, it starts to rain till 8 o'clock, and then it stops, and then we go back to Sunday. We got sun till at 4 o'clock. It'll be 21. Not bad. Not bad at all. Whoa, we're gonna go up afterwards. On Monday, we're going up to at least 27. Ooh, all right. It's gonna be sunny. Cool. All right. Well, I can imagine. I mean, Washington is a lot bigger than Buckingham. It's a lot bigger than Gatineau. Even Gatineau, we're like, now we're up to, I think it's like 400,000 or something like that. It's not that big. It's just that where we're located, it's right across the river from the province of Ontario. So we just cross a bridge and we're in Ontario. And the federal government is located in Ontario. So that's where a lot of the jobs are for the federal government. So, and I offered my services to work for Journal de Montréal because I was reading, I read their paper every day. And I mean, there, there's nobody checking these texts. Okay, here we go. Well, Jean, I gotta run, gotta work early tomorrow. And you will be back when I see you live again. Have a nice evening, my friend, too. Thank you so much for joining. Good night to you, too. Live long and prosper. Yeah, well, see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 11:15 or something like that at the most. Go check to see what YouTube has put out. It's weird because normally I think on Friday night there's Fish Cap is live. I would have loved to join his channel, but he's not live. Okay, good night, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm out of here because Fish Cat is going to be on, and yeah, Fish Cat is going to be on, so I'm going to go join his channel. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining.